I should probably make it a ritual to make this Beast deck more frequently. Ritual Beast is a really good deck. Being able to contact fusion and now make the new Link monster, Ulti-Kimunfalcos, makes this deck a little too strong. I'm TheCaliEffect, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. But more importantly, if you like contact fusion, then do that on the notification bell. Without further ado, I present to you a Ritual Beast deck profile for the February 2018 format. Alright guys, so looking into the stats, Ritual Beast doesn't really have a whole lot of attack. The defense is kind of shaky, but its consistency and power is where you're going to reap your benefits. Getting inside of the monster count, we're going to run 3 copies of Spiritual Beast Tamer Winda. This is probably the best card in the deck, mainly because it is a Ritual Beast and a Spiritual Beast monster all in one, meaning that you could simultaneously summon multiple copies. Furthermore, it prevents your opponent from destroying cards on your side of the field, because if they do, they have to pay the price. By activating its effect, you can special summon Ritual Beast monsters from your deck or extra deck to your side of the field. 3 copies of Spiritual Beast Rempengu. The cool Pengu is here to stay. This card allows you to banish cards from your extra deck to send corresponding cards from your main deck to the graveyard. It essentially fuels so many plays for the deck. I mean, come on now, it's really good. 3 copies of what used to be the best monster in the deck, Spiritual Beast Cotahawk. By banishing 1 Ritual Beast card 2 turns later, you can cycle it to your hand, but I highly doubt that you're going to be able to gain access to cycling cards because you're going to be special summoning them so fast it's going to be too strong. 2 copies of Spiritual Beast Apelio. This card is now more important than ever. Being able to banish a Ritual Beast card from your graveyard to give all of your monsters 500 attack is pretty good, but the most important fact is that even if Apelio leaves the field, all of your monsters gain 500 attack and defense no matter what. So throughout the duration of the turn, no matter if your monsters leave and come back, all those monsters will gain that 500. 1 copy of the Pink Dolphin, because there is nothing better in the world than pink dolphins. I mean, have you guys seen a pink dolphin? I have. It's a Ritual Beast and in our heart. 3 copies of Ritual Beast Tamer Elder. This card allows you or grants you an additional normal summon, which is pretty essential for the Ritual Beast strategy, seeing that it can only be special summoned once. 2 copies of Ritual Beast Zephyr-Pelissa, the pendulum monster that we don't play other scales for. I mean, yeah. But upon its normal summon, you can special summon a Ritual Beast monster from your graveyard to your side of the field, and it's possibly the most searchable Ritual Beast monster in the deck. 2 copies of Ritual Beast Tamer Lara. I mean, we do it for the booty. 2,000 defense is too strong, I'm telling y'all. But more importantly, when she's normal summoned, just like Zephyr-Pelissa, you can special summon 1 Ritual Beast monster from your graveyard to your side of the field. Lastly, to summon the Ritual Beast monsters is 2 copies of Ritual Beast Tamer Wind. Now, this was my favorite Ritual Beast card because it allows you to cycle your banished Ritual Beast monsters to your side of the field, but I kind of lost favor in it, and you know, because Winda actually looks over 18, and you know, TheCaliEffect ain't about that. But hey, for you guys that like them underage girls, she might be you. That is it for the Ritual Beast monsters. Now, we do play hand traps inside of this deck, and we can get a very, very different with it. So 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring for you budget players. We will be talking about Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring and some great options other than Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, which actually isn't terrible options. I think that it's really good. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, we run 1 copy of Oracle of Zephyr and then 2 copies of Brain Research Lab. So going through this deck, I actually realized something. This deck really needs its normal summon, like more than any other deck. And it's so greedy, it needs 2 normal summons plus your extra normal summons. So it actually needs 3 normal summons. And Brain Research Lab is the card that allows you to do that. And the only drawback is if it were ever to leave the field, you take 1,000 damage for each psychic monster. I don't see you losing to this card or losing because of this card often. But if you do lose because of this card, at least you had a good time. Now, the Oracle of Zephyr is actually allowing you to search the Zephyr-Pelissa. Unfortunately, we cannot gain its effect of the fusion effect because we're not fusion summoning. We're just special summoning fusion monsters from our extra deck. But again, it's a very critical consistency piece. For those field spell cards, we run 3 copies of Terraforming to search them. Not really much else to say. Foolish Burial sends all of your important Ritual Beasts or just a different name from your deck to your graveyard. Ritual Beast Bond, I'm telling you, if there was ever a nasty card in this deck, this is the nasty. I mean, it's nasty. Man, what it does is it allows you to special summon a fusion monster, a ritual beast fusion monster, to your side of the field, ignoring the summoning conditions. So yeah, it's pretty good. The fact that it's a quick play allows you to activate it during the battle phase and get some quick OTKs, and it can force bigger monsters to your side of the field to get over problematic threats. One copy of Emergency Teleport. This card special summons any of your tamers for the exception of Winda to your side of the field in case you need another lane. And then one copy of Dimensional Fissure. This card is terrible when you play Ash Blossoms and Joyous Spring, but it's awesome when your opponent plays all those hand traps and can't use them. So that's why we play it. It's also a really good disruptive card. So on to the traps, we play 8 of them as well, 3 copies of Ritual Beast Steeds. This is easily the best card of the deck, period. It allows you to destroy cards on resolution up to the number of Ritual Beast monsters you control. Keep in mind, all Spiritual Beast monsters count as Ritual Beast monsters, and Ritual Beast Steeds reads the amount of monsters you control during the resolution. So for example, if I have a Ritual Beast Fusion monster on my side of the field, and I activate Steeds, normally under certain circumstances, I would only be able to destroy 1, but if Chainlink 2 is any of my Ritual Beast Fusion monsters, such as the same Ritual Beast Fusion monster I was talking about, to special summon 2 Ritual Beast monsters to my side of the field, on Ritual Beast Steeds resolution, I will be able to destroy 2 monsters instead of 1, so you can get your opponent with a lot of trickery. And I know it might sound confusing, but trust me, you'll understand very soon. You sly little Ritual Beast player bastard. 3 copies of Ritual Beast Ambush. Now, this is easily the second best card of the deck if Steeds is the first. It allows you to special summon 1 Tamer and 1 Spiritual Beast monster to your side of the field for free. It's literally, and it doesn't matter if it's banished or in your graveyard, so it's really good at recovery. 1 copy of Torrential Tribute. When you combo this card correctly with your Ritual Beast summons, it's a free board wipe in the form of a trap card. And then the last card we play is Macrocosmos, because it's another one of those douchebag cards that hurts Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring all the way around. And again, this deck doesn't care about banishing, it like loves to banish. So that's it for the traps. For the extra deck, we get a little bit of spicy. We play 2 copies of Ritual Beast Ulti-Kimunfalcos. Now, I know these are Japanese versions. I just like them a lot better than the English version because the English is a rare and not super, so, you know. Not when it's summoned, you can banish 1 Ritual Beast card from your graveyard to gain an additional normal summon or to perform an additional normal summon. Keep in mind, this card can be used in tandem with Tamer Elder or Brand Research Lab because both of those cards grant you an additional normal summon, while this card makes you perform an additional normal summon. So they are a little bit different, which means you can gain 3 normal summons in 1 turn. There's actually an entire article on Pojo about that. I'll link that down below in the description for the people that want to learn about what cards can work together to gain additional normal summons. 1 copy of Ritual Beast Ulti-Kimunfalcos. I wish this card was at more than 1 because then I'd be able to banish it from Pengu and send Kimunfalcos to the graveyard, but unfortunately it isn't. But it's easily the best card of the deck when it comes to the extra deck. It allows you to search any Ritual Beast card by shuffling 2 of those banished cards from your banish zone to your graveyard, or placing 2 of them to the graveyard. The next most important thing is that it can tag out. So as long as 1 of those cards you targeted originally hit the graveyard, the other one can be special summoned to your side of the field and you can still gain your search. 2 copies of Ulti Gaia Paleo. Now this card is sauce. I really wanted to run 3. It requires 1 Ritual Beast Fusion monster plus 1 Ritual Beast and 1 Tamer, so you can kind of see why I didn't run so many. But the more important thing is the reason why we run 2 is because Pengu can banish it to send any of our Tamer monsters to the graveyard, so it's a really good card. Also, it's 32k body and the ability to negate spells, traps, and monsters. Psh, sauciest card of the deck. 2 copies of the Pink Dolphin inside of the main board. Now this is also another Pengu target, but more importantly, while it's on the field, it can't be destroyed by card effects. So sometimes when your opponent runs over that window, you special summon the Pink Dolphin and you're just like, what you gonna do when I come through your hood and take your crew with the Ritual Beasts? Cause I am a beast in the east side. Next is 2 copies of Ritual Beast Ulti-Paleo. This card is the strongest monster in the deck that you can summon with ease. Unfortunately, when it attacks, it's unaffected by all card effects. So if you decided to give it a boost through Kimunfalcos, which gives the monsters that point to its 600 attack and defense, or through through a Paleo, I apologize, this card is practically going to go back down to 26. So be in mind when you use that effect. 1 copy of Tornado Dragon, just bicking back, being boo with all the, like, where's this card's arms? Like, I know where its face is, but I can't find its arms. Like, they're tornadoes, but Tornadoes can't be a dragon, but I digress. Next card is Lightning Chidori, another weird looking card that allows you to get some pretty awesome things. It allows you to return cards on the field face up and face down back into the deck. One copy of Scrotum Bird. We have not seen this card in quite some time. 2 level 3 wind monsters to use as material for it, and it allows us to negate a spell or trap card. Now, I'm gonna stop right there because that's literally all you have to play for your extra deck. One copy of Decode Talker, I don't run it to make it, and one copy of Spiral Double Helix. If you guys have not noticed, this is a 14 card extra deck. If you take it away, it's a 12 card extra deck. The next 3 cards are just Winter Cherry targets. Run whatever you see in your local level event that would just ruin your opponent's day, because this deck does have the room. Now, I know I actually talked about you know, budget options for this deck, and instead of playing Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs, you guys get to be lucky and douchebags at the same time. I know you love that. 3 copies of Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, which are more interchangeable from the main board than the sideboard. If you guys are playing the Winter Cherries in the main board as opposed to Ash Blossoms, go ahead and throw Ghost Ogres in the side because there's some cheap alternatives. What Winter Cherries does is that if your opponent controls more monsters than you, which is very easy to do when you play Ritual Beast, you can discard this card, show your opponent a card in your extra deck, and banish cards in their extra deck with the corresponding. It is amazing against the mirror match. It is good against Spiral because you banish Decode Talker. It's good against ABC because you banish Buster Dragon. It's just a godly card, but more importantly, you can use it while you have Macrocosmos and Dimensional Fissure face up on your side of the field. 2 copies of Chaos Hunter for those Trickstar players. Yeah, trick that little nigga. 1 copy of Raigeki for board wipes. 3 copies of Twin Twisters. This card has, you know, good effects. First of all, it allows you to discard Ritual Beast cards, and since you play 4 cards that go from the graveyard to the field, it's kind of good for tutoring those cards. And secondly, it gets rid of back row. Lastly is 3 copies of Evenly Match. I don't have them on my hand right now, but if you are a budget player, Kaijus will be your best bet as a good substitute for Evenly Match. And then 3 copies of Mind Crush. Now, if you guys can afford super rare Mind Crushes, don't fucking talk to me because you should already be able to afford Mind Crushes. These motherfuckers is expensive, bro. But Mind Crush is literally there for Evenly Matched. You call Evenly Matched and then you scrape them from there. That is it for the main board, sideboard, and extra deck. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. We are going to be doing a Ritual Beast duel, but I need your help. I need as many likes as possible, and definitely post down below in the description what should Ritual Beast scrape. Even though the game was already recorded and it's pretty much already uploaded, I just still want to see you guys' opinion because it makes me laugh. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.